All right, let's talk about issuing materials to production. I know, for a lot of manufacturers, just hearing those words can bring on a bit of a headache, right? It's all about bottlenecks and stress, but what if it didn't have to be? What if that whole process could be, well, simple? Let's dive in and see how.
Does this sound familiar to you? You're juggling spreadsheets, you're trying to manually track all your stock, making sure the right parts are actually ready for the right job. I mean, it is the classic bottleneck that can just grind everything to a halt.
Okay, so now just imagine for a second, transforming all that chaos into a super clean, totally effortless workflow. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're about to walk through a system that's designed to do just that.
So what's the real problem at the core of all this? It's information, right? When you're manually tracking parts, checking stock, calculating what you need, it's not just slow. It's basically an open invitation for mistakes. And that's the bottleneck we are about to absolutely smash.
The solution? Well, it boils this whole headache down into a really simple 4-step flow. It's quick, it's super intuitive, and it'll take you from planning to actually getting it done in just a few clicks.
So here's the game plan, our little roadmap. First, you start and select. Then it's auto-populate. After that, you define and specify. And finally, you save and generate. Simple, right? Okay, let's see how it actually works. Okay, step 1 is, honestly, it's just beautifully simple. You hit the Add button to kick off a new issue, and then you click to pick your part from a pop-up list. Literally 2 clicks. That's it. We're done with step 1.
And now, this is where the magic happens. Seriously, as soon as you've selected your part, the system just takes over and does all the heavy lifting for you. Just like that, bam, the system fills in everything you need to know. We're talking the required materials, your current stock levels, any validity dates, and even the minimum manufacturing quantity. And the best part? Absolutely zero manual searching.
Pretty neat, right? It really is. All the guesswork is just gone. Instead, you've got all this critical data right there at your fingertips. You know, the system even gets smart with the dates. So if you're working on a totally new part, sure, you'll enter the start and end dates yourself. But what if it's a repeat job? Well, the system actually remembers and autofills the end date for you. It's one of those small details that ends up saving a surprising amount of time. All right, next up, you just pop in your manufacturing quantity. Now, the key thing here is that the system has already figured out the absolute maximum you can make based on your stock. So all you have to do is enter a number that's within that limit. Easy.
So, with all that information locked in, there's really only one thing left to do. You give it a quick look over, make sure everything's right, and then you hit save.
And boom, just like that, the system saves all your data and generates the official production issue document. The entire process is done. Finished.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's really about taking a task that used to be complex and manual and turning it into a simple, guided, and totally automated workflow.
See? Issuing materials is now a breeze. And that's really the whole idea. It's not just about getting the job done, it's about making it feel effortless, super accurate, and unbelievably fast.
Now, if you're thinking, hey, this kind of streamlined process could really help my operation, well, getting in touch is super easy. You can send an email, you can visit the website, or you can just pull out your phone right now, scan that QR code, and start a chat on WhatsApp.
And that really leaves us with one final thought. We've just been looking at a single task, right? But just imagine, what if you could apply this level of simplicity across your entire workflow? What could that unlock for your business? Something to think about. Thanks for joining me.